Terrace at Night by Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh was born March 30th, 1853 and lived until July 29th, 1890 in Groot-Zundert, Netherlands. Growing up, his family was struggling financially, so at the age of 15, he was forced to quit school and work. He got a job at his uncle's art dealership. In 1888, his psychological health began to decline. His brother Theo took note of this and decided to pay a man named Paul Gauguin to watch over him. After the two had been arguing, Van Gogh took a razor and cut off his ear. He gave it to a prostitute and asked her to keep it. After that incident, he was admitted to a hospital. Here he grew depressed and decided to channel his feelings and create pieces of art that involved nature. He is considered to be the greatest Dutch painter, even though he remained unknown for most of his life. Throughout his lifetime, he suffered from mental illness and was extremely poor. At the age of 37, he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. In the fall of 1880, Van Gogh made a decision to move to Brussels and become an artist. Prior to this, he never had any experience creating art at all. His brother Theo agreed to financially support him during this time so Van Gogh could focus solely on his art. Van Gogh is known as a post-impressionist painter. His artwork is known for its beauty, color, and emotion. Throughout his lifetime, he created over 2,100 pieces of art. In 1888, he created the Café Terrace at Night. This is also his first time using a nocturnal background. He even stated that at night is more alive and more richly colored than the day. The styles used for this masterpiece include the use of linear perspective to exemplify the depth of the painting. He also alternated the sizes of the people and the objects to create a two-dimensional piece of art. Finally, he used a thick paint so the painting itself has texture. The warm complementary colors draws the viewer into the painting. The graphic texture of the streets, cobblestones, attracts the eye towards the cafe itself. With his tiny white tables on the street, Van Gogh repeats himself and puts the same white spheres in the blue sky. The warm yellow of the walls of the cafe cut into the sky to enhance both colors and form the main composition. He didn't use any blacks when creating this piece. As for the descriptive critique of Van Gogh, he uses lines, textures, and vivid colors, which are very detectable in this piece. Also, note that there are no white spots remaining on this piece. He filled every inch of the canvas with color, which is a good use of the space. Vincent not only suffered from mental illness, but he also felt depressed and isolated for a majority of his life. He was able to channel his sadness that he felt and portray it into art. During his year-long stay at the mental hospital, he used the garden as his inspiration. During this time, he produced 100 or so pieces of art. Van Gogh did an amazing job creating the painting Café Terrace at Night. For not using any black in this piece, as mentioned previously, it is impressive that he was able to use the deep blues and violets to achieve this shadowy look of night. Although the pale yellow of the cafe and multicolored cobblestone captures the eye of the viewer, the colors blend together seamlessly, along with the dark blue of the street and the violet blue of the background. The sky is the composition that keeps it all together. Scattered discs of stars match the white tabletops on the terrace. The cafe itself stands out as the brightest and most complete object in the scene. It is less defined than the starry sky, and its color is the most unstable, passing from orange to yellow to green. It contrasts gradually with almost all of the other colors in the circle, with the cooler and darker tones surrounding it.